Oh, I think we are live on Facebook. So Robin and Kim here to come speak with you about another new topic. This time is about protein overwhelm because we've had many clients come to each of us and say, I hear all this stuff about how much protein I need to eat. And, it sounds like a lot. And it might be what you've heard. So we want to talk about that, kind of break that down and let you know that you do not have to eat a ton of protein, but you do want to get a sufficient amount. And we're going to talk about that because it can be overwhelming. There are some who say, like Dr. Gabrielle Lyon, who wrote the book Forever Strong, she recommends eating the you want to eat the grams in protein equal to your ideal body weight. And if that's 130 pounds, 140, 150, that's like 130 or 140, 150 grams of protein, which can be a lot. And that's hard to get. Yeah, right.
Yes.
So unless you're a bodybuilder, unless you're super highly active, that is a lot of protein to try to get down. I remember one client told me, she goes, I just feel like it's a burden trying to get that much. And so, you
Yeah.
can back it up. And so I shoot for like about 109 grams of protein because I also had read that and heard that you should go by your skeletal muscle mass. And I have one of those scales that tells me that. So I aim for typically at between 100 and 110 grams. So my breakfast is always my first, I always prioritize protein, 30 grams at least, usually more. At breakfast, I combine eggs, cottage cheese, or I'll do chia seed pudding or different things like that, just to make sure I get over 30 grams of protein. Because when you start your day off with enough protein, it sets you up for success.
You
So,
feel better. Like I feel like I'm not as hungry either.
oh, absolutely.
Like,
You're full forever. Well, for a long
right,
time.
right. And
Yeah.
if I do it and I like have a bad breakfast or I don't have it with protein, then I'm like starving by 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
So, on what you were saying, I'll just kind of go over this
Sure.
because I did look up. Kim had said, like, if you lift weights, obviously you want to get more protein in, which we all should be lifting weights, guys. And, we've talked about that before.
Totally.
But if you have a sedentary and do light activity, it's zero point 0.8 to 0.36 um, um, sorry,
I
grams
was
per
gonna say,
pound, right? This is a 150-pound adult that I'm saying. And then an active lifestyle, it's 1.2 to 1.5 grams per kilogram or 0.54 per pound. Muscle building, so if you're lifting, it's zero point 0.7 to 1.0. And then adults over 65 is 0.45 to 0.55. So as
wow.
we get older, and we've talked about this, the reason you want to get more of that protein is because you start to lose so much muscle
Yep.
every year. So go ahead and continue.
Yeah, I just want to say that I just heard this morning on a podcast, which I thought was fascinating. And I listened to Dr. Mary Claire Haver. She's a board certified OBGYN she's gone crazy on the social media circuit. She's got millions of followers on TikTok and Instagram, and Facebook. So she gives a lot of good information. And she was talking about the Women's Health Initiative that was in the early 2000s. And she said one of the studies that came out of that was that the women who were least frail, and these were all older women they were testing, um, were eating the most protein. So I thought that was really telling because frailty is one of the biggest issues as we get older. If we don't lift weights, if we don't have enough protein, we are going to get frail, and frail's the kiss of death. So I
Yeah,
always think of muscle and protein as my secrets to longevity. So I just want to
for
throw that. I
sure.
was going to share that in my stories too, because I think this is so important.
Yeah, it is important. So the other thing we wanted to talk about was now that everyone's talking about protein, all of these product-driven foods are coming, or product-driven, yes, protein driven products, which are food, are all over the place. So you're seeing protein popcorn, you're seeing protein soda, you're seeing protein potato chips. But guys, just remember, use your common sense. Like, you want to get your protein from real foods. You
Right.
don't want to really get most of your protein, especially from like snack foods,
Right.
because guess what? it's still a snack food. And chances are it probably has other ingredients in it that are not good for you. Like Kim and I have talked about the seed oils.
Mm.
It could have excess fat, it could have sugars in it. So just be careful about the hype and the advertisement on some of the foods that are out there that are not whole foods. And I'll tell you a few of the whole food things that you can get. So, like grass fed steak, there's 30 grams of protein in 4 ounces, right? Grilled chicken, there's 20 grams of protein in 3 ounces. Turkey breast, 24 grams in 3 ounces. Listen to those grams, guys. And those are small. Like if you think of a deck of cards, right? That's a serving size. Pork tenderloin, 22 grams. Ground beef, salmon, tuna, shrimp. You guys, shrimp, 3 ounces is 18 grams. Shrimp is so high in protein and such a good thing for you to eat. And it goes on and on. I mean, hard boiled eggs, we know. Greek yogurt, 1 cup is 23 grams. That's high grams. Um,
Yeah.
any of your nuts, pistachios, chia seeds, walnuts, things like that. Can you think of any other ones, Kim, that you'd like to touch on as far
Um,
as like things that you,
sure. Do you say flax seeds too?
I don't think I said flaxseed.
But also, thinking of like quinoa. Quinoa is a
Oh,
higher
yes.
protein. But I think I've gotten away from doing. I'm not. I mean, I'll still do a shake once in a while, but I've gotten away from the protein powders, even though they can be a great addition if you're like struggling to meet your goals. And not, but make sure it's a very clean one, like Robin said.
I was going to say, depending on it, guys,
Mm.
and
Yeah,
especially look at those.
there's a
Um,
lot out there that are not. There's a lot
yeah,
of fillers and a lot of, can I say that's crap in them? But
yeah,
and then we were talking about protein bars too. You see protein bars everywhere, and I go to the store and I'm reading labels like a hawk. And when they have the seed oils in them, when they really have other additives, preservatives, it's like those
sugar.
sugar. Yeah, I stay away from those, and I think they're basically a glorified candy bar anyway, when you think
Yeah,
about it. But
yeah,
anyway, but sometimes you need something in an emergency. I get it.
sure.
But I always look for the cleanest with the least ingredients. And I don't have any with me, or I don't have any right now because I haven't found one that I'm
Yeah.
totally okay with, but whatever. It's okay. I do a lot of beef sticks. like
I do a lot of beef
like
sticks too.
like chomps. Chomps is a
Chomps.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Delicious. And if you guys don't know what that is, I'll put a picture of it in the comments because it is a really good satiating snack. I make
Yep.
sure I have those with me all the time.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
was
So
that it? Was that all you had to let
I
them
think
know?
so. Yeah. I was looking to
Okay.
see. Yeah, but I think that was the biggest thing. But protein, you want as clean a protein as possible. You get more bang for your buck with animal protein. I mean, obviously you get
Right.
protein from plant beans too, but beans are a little bit higher in carbs, and that can mitigate if you're trying to not have eat a super high carb diet.
Yeah.
So, but
And there's not as much protein in beans as people think there are.
I know, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
chickpeas have a little bit more bang for their buck, I think.
Yeah.
But
Oh, edamame.
oh,
Edamame
edamame,
does.
well, soybeans, yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah.
that's huge. Like if you're going to eat one, eat edamame or chickpeas.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, edamame is so good for you.
Yeah.
So yeah, I hope that helps because I feel like, we can like get kind of crazy over, oh my gosh, I gotta eat
Yeah.
protein. But I recommend my clients, especially my older clients, like try to get between 90 and 100 grams of protein a day,
Yeah.
especially if they're
Or
looking
if
at,
you don't want to add grams, guys, just think about what protein is. I gave that whole list and I'll put that list in the comments too. Just try to eat more than you're eating now,
mm,
right?
yeah,
Work your way up to it. Don't let it overwhelm you.
yeah, I agree.
So, yeah.
Yeah, hope that helped. And
Yep.
hope this really helped you think about protein in a different way. And we hope you have fun and live young. And we'll see you next week.
See ya.
Bye.